Module 3, Collaboration in Inclusive Classrooms. In the symphony of inclusive education, educators are akin to virtuoso musicians. Their expertise goes beyond mere academic knowledge. It encompasses a blend of essential dispositions and skills that form the foundation of their teaching artistry. Consider patience, empathy, and open-mindedness as the strings of a violin, each strand crucial in creating a melody that resonates with understanding and respect. These attributes allow educators to connect with students on a deeper level, fostering a learning environment where every student feels valued and understood. But what is a violin without its player? Here, the skills of effective communication, problem-solving, and adaptability come into play, completing the educator's repertoire. Effective communication is the bow that glides across the strings, translating thoughts and knowledge into a language that resonates with every student. Problem-solving is the technique that allows educators to navigate through the complex melodies of classroom challenges, finding harmonious solutions. Lastly, adaptability is the skill that enables educators to adjust their teaching methods, ensuring that each student's unique learning needs are met. In this grand orchestra of inclusive education, teachers are the conductors. They hold the baton, guiding and orchestrating the learning experience with precision and care. Their role involves more than just imparting knowledge. It's about creating a symphony of diverse learning experiences that cater to each student's unique abilities and needs. Families play the role of composers in this educational symphony. They bring to the table a wealth of insights and support that enrich the educational score. Their intimate knowledge of their children's strengths, challenges, and preferences provides invaluable input, helping to tailor the learning experience in a way that best supports each student's growth. Students, the heart of our orchestra, are the soloists. Each student brings their unique voice, their distinct melody, to the classroom. In an inclusive setting, these voices are not just heard, they are celebrated. The unique contributions of each student add depth and richness to the overall learning experience, creating a symphony that is as diverse as it is beautiful. To create a masterpiece, an orchestra follows a meticulously crafted score. In the context of inclusive education, this score is composed of key strategies that guide effective collaboration. 1. Shared goals. These are the guiding melodies that unify the efforts of our educational ensemble. Shared goals provide a common direction, ensuring that all members of the educational community work towards a unified vision of student success and inclusivity. 2. Role parity. Every instrument in an orchestra is essential to the overall performance. Similarly, in inclusive education, respecting each team member's role is crucial for harmony and collaboration. Role parity ensures that the contributions of teachers, families, and students are valued equally, creating a balanced and inclusive learning environment. 3. Effective communication. This serves as the rhythm that keeps the team in sync. It's about ensuring a smooth flow of ideas, feedback, and information among all stakeholders. Effective communication is the backbone of collaboration, facilitating clear understanding and minimizing misunderstandings. 4. Problem solving. This is akin to navigating complex musical passages. It involves skill, practice, and a collaborative approach. Problem solving in an inclusive classroom requires creative thinking and a willingness to explore various solutions to meet the diverse needs of students. 5. Inclusive decision-making. Changing the course of a musical piece requires careful thought and collective input. In inclusive education, decision-making processes should involve all stakeholders, ensuring that decisions reflect the diverse needs and perspectives of the entire educational community. 6. Resolving conflicts. Just as dissonance in music can lead to a richer composition, effectively addressing and resolving conflicts can strengthen the team. Conflict resolution in an inclusive setting involves open dialogue, empathy, and a commitment to finding solutions that benefit all parties involved. 7. Reflective practice. Musicians often review their performances to improve. Similarly, reflective practice in education involves looking back at teaching methods, collaboration strategies, and classroom interactions to identify areas for growth and improvement. 8. Ongoing professional development. Just as a musician continuously practices their scales, educators must engage in ongoing professional development to enhance their collaborative skills. This involves staying updated with the latest teaching strategies, technologies, and research in inclusive education. 9. Celebrating successes. The applause at the end of a concert is crucial for acknowledging and celebrating achievements. In the educational context, recognizing and celebrating the successes of students, teachers, and the collaborative efforts of the entire educational community serves as a powerful motivator and reinforces the value of working together. Implementing this symphony of collaboration in inclusive classrooms involves careful preparation and practice. Consider a school principal introducing teachers to the nuances of collaboration, akin to a maestro rehearsing for a grand performance. This preparation is essential for setting the stage for successful teamwork and ensuring that every educator understands their part in this intricate educational composition. By fostering an environment where shared goals are pursued, roles are respected, effective communication is practiced, and successes are celebrated, educators can create a harmonious and inclusive classroom where every student has the opportunity to thrive. This approach not only enhances the learning experience for students, but also creates a fulfilling and rewarding work environment for educators. Formal plans in inclusion. In the dynamic landscape of inclusive education, formal plans act as blueprints, ensuring that students with disabilities receive equitable and effective educational experiences. These plans are not mere documents, but living entities that evolve with the student's needs and progress. Imagine a building, sturdy, reliable, and designed for everyone. This building represents our formal plan. The foundation, the laws and regulations that guarantee rights and access. The structure, individualized education programs, IEPs, and 504 plans, tailored to each student's unique needs. And just like any good building, these plans require regular maintenance and updates to remain effective. In this symphony of inclusive education, teachers are the conductors. They don't just read the score, they bring it to life. Implementing formal plans is a multifaceted task, requiring teachers to be adaptable, empathetic, and skilled in various teaching strategies. It's about understanding each note student and ensuring it finds its place in the educational melody. Strategies for achieving harmony include 1. Personalized instruction. Tailoring learning experiences to individual needs isn't just effective, it's a melody that resonates with every student. 2. Collaborative planning. Teachers, like musicians in an orchestra, work best when they play together, sharing insights, strategies, and responsibilities. 3. Regular progress monitoring. Keeping track of each student's progress is like fine-tuning an instrument, essential for a harmonious performance. 4. Adaptive learning environments. Adjusting the classroom setting to suit diverse needs ensures every student can access the curriculum. 5. Effective communication. Clear, empathetic communication with students and parents creates a rhythm of trust and understanding. 6. Professional development. Continuous learning keeps teachers in tune with the latest educational practices. 7. Advocacy. Standing up for students' rights and needs is not just a role but a responsibility of every educator. The structure of formal plans. Formal plans for students with disabilities are not just documents, they are the architecture of inclusion. At their core, they embody the principle that every student has the right to a free and appropriate public education in the least restrictive environment. This principle is not just a cornerstone, it's the entire foundation. These plans often include goals and objectives, clearly defined and measurable, like signposts guiding the educational journey. Accommodations and modifications, tailored tools and techniques to bridge gaps and knock down barriers. Assessment strategies, varied and flexible, ensuring that every student can show what they know and can do. Physical fitness, which in this context means more than just exercise, is about inclusive practices that ensure all students, regardless of ability, have access to physical education. It involves adapting activities, equipment, and environments to meet diverse needs. Let's consider a scenario. Imagine a school where students with disabilities are separated for most of their day. They have different lunch times and even different dismissal times. This isn't inclusion, it's exclusion with a polite label. True inclusion means being part of the rhythm of the entire school community, not just physically being in the building. Think of the planning pyramid as a layer cake. At the base, the content for all. In the middle, the content for most. At the top, specialized knowledge for a few. This isn't just a structure. It's a philosophy that recognizes and celebrates the diversity of learners. An effective inclusive teacher is like a skilled gardener, nurturing every plant, regardless of its shape or size. They understand that helpfulness isn't just about active listening or maintaining eye contact. It's about fostering a collaborative and trusting environment where every student feels valued and heard. When speech-language professionals assess a student suspected of having a communication disorder, they don't just administer tests. They embark on a journey of understanding, using a variety of tools and methods to paint a complete picture of the student's communication abilities. Comparing curriculum-based measurement to state-mandated tests is like comparing a detailed sketch to a broad painting. CBM offers a close-up view of a student's progress in specific classroom learning, providing valuable insights that broader assessments might miss. Classroom behavior management strategies. Imagine a classroom as a small society. Within this society, you'll observe students like Ted, always ready for a debate, and others who quietly daydream. This spectrum of behaviors is as natural as the diversity in personalities. On one end, there are internalizing behaviors. Students may withdraw, daydream, or show signs of anxiety. On the flip side, externalizing behaviors are hard to miss. Think of students who verbalize their dissent like Ted, or those who find it hard to sit still. Successful classroom management is akin to being a skillful conductor of an orchestra. Every student plays a unique instrument, requiring a unique approach. The core of readiness strategies lies in understanding each student's needs and capabilities. It's not just about having rules. It's about creating an environment where students like Alex, who blurts out answers, feel heard and understood. Picture a wedding cake, with each layer offering a different flavor. Tiered behavior management is similar. The first tier is the universal strategies applied to all, like clear rules and positive reinforcement. As we move up, the strategies become more specific and intensive, addressing the needs of students who require more than just the general rules to thrive. Encouraging positive behaviors is less about wielding a rulebook and more about cultivating an environment of respect and understanding. Think of it as gardening. You need to nurture the soil, classroom environment, water the plants, encourage positive behaviors, and occasionally pull out the weeds, address misbehaviors. 1. Building relationships. The foundation of a well-managed classroom lies in the relationships you build. It's like being a detective, understanding each student's background, interests, and challenges. This connection makes students feel valued and understood, reducing misbehaviors born out of frustration or a need for attention. 2. Clear expectations and consistency. Clarity is key. It's like setting the rules of a game. Everyone plays better when they know what's expected. Consistent application of these rules is equally important. It's like gravity, consistent and always in effect. 3. Positive reinforcement. Imagine a treasure chest of motivation. Positive reinforcement is just that. Acknowledging good behaviors encourages students to repeat them. It's like giving them a map to the treasure of positive behavior. 4. Structured choices. Offering choices is like giving students the steering wheel in their learning journey. It empowers them and reduces power struggles. It's not about a free-for-all, but about guided autonomy. 5. Proactive interventions. Prevention is better than cure. Proactive interventions are about foreseeing potential behavioral issues and addressing them before they escalate. Think of it as weatherproofing your classroom. In moments of crisis, the classroom turns into a stage for critical action. The key is to remain the calm in the storm, removing any immediate danger, guiding other students to safety, and avoiding actions that might escalate the situation are crucial. It's like being a firefighter, keeping calm, assessing the situation, and taking decisive action. Multi-tiered instruction in inclusion. Imagine education as a 3-layered cake. Each layer, distinct and delectable, caters to the diverse needs of students. This is the essence of the multi-tiered system of support. Tier 1, Universal Instructional Strategies. Our first layer, Tier 1, is the foundation. It's the universal instructional stage, where educators implement strategies that benefit all students. Think of it as the educational equivalent of a public library, open and accessible to everyone. In this tier, teachers focus on creating an engaging and inclusive classroom environment with high-quality instruction and proactive classroom management. It's all about making learning appealing to every student, whether they're the star quarterback or the chess club champion. The second layer, Tier 2, is more like a book club than a library. Here, instruction is more focused and targeted to small groups of students who need a little extra help to keep up. This tier involves more specific strategies like guided reading or math problem-solving groups. It's the educational equivalent of a training wheels stage, where students receive the support they need to ride smoothly on the learning highway. Finally, Tier 3 is our top layer, the most personalized and intensive. This is one-on-one tutoring, where instruction is tailored to meet the individual needs of students who need more intensive support. It's like having a personal trainer for learning, helping students overcome their specific challenges and achieve their unique goals. Differentiated instruction is like a maestro conducting an orchestra, ensuring that every instrument plays its part perfectly. In an inclusive classroom, teachers differentiate content, process, and product based on students' readiness, interests, and learning profiles. This approach ensures that every student finds a learning path that resonates with their abilities and interests. It's not just teaching, it's an art form that brings out the best in every student. Strategies for effective instruction in a multi-tiered system include 1. This is like giving students a GPS for learning. It involves clear, direct teaching of specific skills or concepts. Think of it as the step-by-step guide to solving a complex puzzle. 2. Using manipulatives. Ever used building blocks to understand a concept? That's using manipulatives. It's a hands-on approach to learning, where abstract concepts are made concrete. 3. Collaborative learning. Learning is a team sport. Here, students work together, pooling their strengths to understand concepts and complete tasks. 4. Graphic organizers. These are like the mind maps of learning. They help students visually organize and comprehend information, making complex ideas easier to grasp. 5. Peer tutoring. Imagine learning from your best friend. That's peer tutoring, where students learn from and support each other. 6. Self-regulated learning. This is teaching students to be their own teachers. It involves strategies that help students monitor and manage their own learning. 7. Technology-enhanced instruction. Here, technology is a bridge to learning. It involves using digital tools and resources to enhance and personalize learning experiences. Universal design for learning and differentiated instruction are like two sides of the same coin. While UDL focuses on creating a flexible learning environment that accommodates the needs of all learners from the start, differentiated instruction is more reactive, adapting to the needs of students as they arise. UDL sets the stage, and differentiated instruction performs on it, ensuring that every student finds their spotlight in the classroom. Planning in inclusive education is like being a detective. It involves continuously collecting clues to solve the mystery of each student's learning needs. Teachers use progress monitoring, curriculum-based measurements, and data analysis to tailor their instruction and ensure that every student is on the right learning path. It's a dynamic process of adapting, adjusting, and celebrating every small victory on the road to academic success.